Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 570 of the Pie Crust. I'm Dan. That's Mike.
Yes, I'm Mike.
Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at the Pie Crust, and we're on the Tumblr with the Pie Crust, and we're on Facebook as the Pie Crust.
I think we're on MySpace too.
Are we on MySpace too?
I don't know.
The new MySpace?
The new MySpace? The revamped MySpace that's going to take over the internet and no one's going to use it?
How long ago did you give up on MySpace?
2008-ish?
Summer of 2007.
Might have been around then.
I moved in with my grandparents to help them out with stuff for the summer, and they still had dial-up then. And I could not load MySpace for the life of me on dial-up. And that's when I switched to Facebook. And by the end of the year, I had deleted my MySpace.
I could never delete it. I just never signed back in. It wouldn't let me delete it. I guess they were desperate for active user numbers or something.
Just to have the numbers?
I don't know.
Oh well, Tom sold that company years ago.
I think all the old profiles got deleted anyway.
Oh, for the new MySpace.
Transition or whatever.
The new MySpace.
But yeah.
Well, on to the actual show. This Monday on Raw, they showed off the cover of WWE 2K14.
Yes, how was that?
It's The Rock, and people are all mad because The Rock is,
gee, I'm so upset that the most recognizable face of the company kinda is on the cover.
Because he comes and goes as he pleases. I didn't understand because so many people were so angry, and I was like, "Why?" Stephanie McMahon tweeted out that The Rock was on the cover, and during WrestleMania weekend. So that was in early April. But people must not have paid attention to that.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention either. I thought it was still going to be WWE 14 with Dolph Ziggler on the cover. But
why did you think that?
Because I thought I saw the Prophet guy, Maurice Prophet.
Oh. Who
probably listens to the show, but I don't know. I don't think anyone listens to this show. But anyway, that's because at that point I think the game was funded before THQ went under.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Because that it's switched to 2K now, I imagine this game is going to be even more of the same than usual.
I think just for this one, it'll be kind of the same. They're just sewing together what they have from THQ.
Yeah.
Before 2K starts doing their own thing. Because I saw the trailer, and it looks pretty much the same, but I did see something really cool. I guess Ryback had two people up in the shell shock.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only difference I saw.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same, but it almost always looks pretty much the same.
Maybe the servers will work, because they got that 2K money now.
They got that 2K money right there. So yeah, it still comes out the end of October. So
super cool story, bro.
But this week, the new Borderlands 2 DLC came out to end their set of DLCs.
Yeah, I had someone spoil someone that's in it already, but apparently it's really good. I don't want to spoil it here, unless you want me to.
I saw a preview video, and it's that Tiny Tina's made like an RPG,
it's like you're playing
a dice game.
You're playing through like a first-person shooter D&D.
You're playing Skyrim with your Borderlands.
She'll say there's enemies there, and then the enemies will show up.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have a powerful boss fight right at the beginning.
So yeah, you're playing like a fully formed D&D kind of thing and stuff.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. I don't know if they're still going to do the season pass thing.
I don't know, I've seen some games have the season pass for long after they're done with DLC, so.
I don't know if Mortal Kombat still has theirs.
I don't know.
I don't think they would now if they got the complete edition. Or no one would be buying it. Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty dull show today, folks.
Well, yeah, so it's Borderlands DLC, and I think there's only been one not so great one in the 2 games they've had so far. So,
yeah, I haven't heard much about. I guess the other ones for this game have been good. I know a lot of people didn't like the Underdome one.
In the first game, yeah.
Yeah, but they kind of made that in the second game with like the Slaughter Dome thing or whatever that's called.
Yeah.
They kind of made that part of the main game.
See, that was the thing, is in that one game it was DLC, and you didn't get any experience points from it, and it was very long and tedious. So it wasn't that great.
Yeah, how long did that take us?
I don't know, it would take us like half of a day to do one whole thing, and you gotta do 3 of them.
And then we saw someone died, and then we had to start over, but it only sent us back like 2 levels or something.
And then we would have friends like JT join us on like the last run.
Well, let's let you do all the hard work.
Joined us like with the last 2 rounds of the whole thing before the achievement popped. Bunch of freaking jerks.
Yeah, a bunch of jerks. Yeah.
About The Last of Us came out last week, I think.
Might have been. We don't have PS3, so.
No, we don't. But so something came out. It was something that you had issues with, Mike.
Wait, what game?
The Last of Us. Thinking that the young girl Ellie was Ellen Page.
I thought the one broad was Ellen Page because I remember it had to have been on this show. I was like, I kept thinking that was a game with Ellen Page, but they were like, nope.
Nope, Ellen Page is in Beyond Two Souls.
But I think she did a thing on Reddit that a lot of people.
Yeah, and Ask Me Anything.
Yeah, those deals, and I guess someone mentioned that, and she's like, she's kind of upset about it because it looks like her, and I'm glad. I'm sure. There's lots of people apparently think that's her, but it's not.
No, so yeah, now all these people were like, "Oh, I loved you in The Last of Us," and she's like, "I'm not in The Last of Us. I'm actually in a game. It's not The Last of Us."
I loved you in X-Men 2. I wasn't even in that movie.
I mean, it's just the third person to play Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde was in the second movie, though.
She's in the first movie, too. Just, like, I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't even know if they credited her. But it's literally the scene where, like, Storm walks into Professor X's room and he lets the kids leave the class and she forgets her backpack and runs through the door.
LOL, I can run through walls.
Which is funny because, like, in the opening scene, the senator references her. There's a girl who can run through walls. But anyway, she's the third person to play that character, but she's going to be playing her in the new movie.
I know a couple of my friends were upset that Jubilee wasn't really featured in the movies because we all like the X-Men cartoon. But she was in the second one, I believe. One of the people who got kidnapped.
I think there was a girl, just a random girl in a class in the scene in the first one. I think it was supposed to be her. Because she had, like, the dangly earrings. They think she had sunglasses on her head.
Yeah, but they say her name in the second one because I guess Storm, when the strikers got the mutants hostage in the dam.
Mm-hmm.
They said, Jubilee will be there right soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know, like, in that movie, there was a lot of callbacks and stuff because, like, there's the scene where Mystique breaks into the office and she gets the file of all the known mutants. And you see names on there, like Remy LeBeau and stuff.
Hank McCoy.
You see recognizable names if you're more than just a casual.
We were upset about that one. We were upset about Beast taking so long to get in the movie.
He wasn't in until the third movie.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he's finally in it. Yeah.
And it's Frasier.
That was a good choice.
Actually, it was. His voice fits the Beast style.
I don't like the guy in First Class though. I don't like him. I don't know his name. He was in that Warm Bodies movie that I didn't see.
Me neither. Even though I love zombies. We were still talking about video games.
Yes.
We've got into X-Men.
We do lots of rants here on it. Lots of tangents and...
Well, if it wasn't for tangents, it would be a 10-minute show.
Yeah, we try to filler this much show up as much as possible.
Well, when there's not anything that comes to mind immediately that we absolutely want to talk about, we have to look for things, and that's this week.
This week, I'm still playing Tomb Raider Anniversary, and I might have an art project, so I don't know how much longer. It might take me a little longer to get through that now, but...
This week, I'm still waiting for that money to show up. Anyway.
Maybe with my paycheck I'll get, like, gold. Or I might just sit around and wait to see which free games they might...
Yeah. Because now people are still saying that those were only examples, and that they might not be ones, or they might be ones later, so we still don't know.
I bet you it's going to be something I already had.
That's what my thing is. It's going to be something I already have, or something I already had, and that...
Here's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Oh. Here's Forza 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever else there is.
I mean, I love Forza, so I'd still play those, even though I... But, yeah. But July 1st is... July 1st is, like, what, next Monday?
Next Monday, yes, because that's my coworker's birthday.
So, hopefully, maybe 1 or 2 games will be out that day that are free. But back to that, are you,
Speaking of Last of Us, I'm only watching 2 best friends play through that game, so it looks alright.
I think there's somebody that posted a complete run-through of the game with no deaths and stuff, so you can watch it on YouTube.
But you don't get Matt and Pat's commentary, so...
No.
That's pretty bad.
Have you ever played online on your Xbox and heard 12-year-olds call you an expletive, and then something about your mother?
Is this a rhetorical question, or setting up?
So that's a yes. Well, that could change, because the Xbox One is not going to come with a headset attachment. You're going to have to buy it separately.
Yeah. Let me look for a crap to give, because I probably won't get that system anyway.
Neither do I. But you know their reason for not doing it? Because your Kinect already does it.
Because you're already connected to Xbox Live. You see what I did there?
Because your Kinect already does it. Because your Kinect does not pick up any background noise. At all. No. It's going to be able to hear you, and you're going to be able to hear them. Perfectly fine. You're not going to get it mixed with game sounds.
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone that had a Kinect. I haven't heard their sound through it, so I don't really know. I'm sure you probably heard me through Kinect, maybe.
I've heard you, and I've heard some other friends. It's like they're in a cave.
Yeah, I've only heard Rob when he has his headset all the way up, and you can hear everything that's going on.
Oh. That's it.
Yeah, no headset. But I think when I first had Xbox Live, I had the settings turned off so I couldn't hear anyone else. So I turned it off because I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4. So then there's one guy. It's can you please set the so and so to this? And then everyone's shut the F up. Yeah, I'm yeah, not the friendliest bunch on that game.
Grand Theft Auto 4 had some of the best people online and some of the worst people online. People who would play all day just to screw you over. You'd be in a co-op online mission, and they would take the driver's seat of the helicopter, and they would purposefully jump out of the helicopter above the water, and you were screwed.
They just troll the game.
And that was all they would do all day. So, yeah, I started giving so many people negative comments and stuff on there, on the review buttons or whatever. Send negative review for being a jackass. And I did that so much that I started feeling bad, and I started purposefully giving people positives that were not doing that crap. Because I was giving so many negative.
Have you ever looked through your feedback?
Last time I looked at it, I'm still 5 stars.
Like your percentages?
Yeah, most of my negative feedback is for quitting, and that's funny because I never quit.
When I do it, I usually put they're like too good, or they're just cheap. But I looked through mine. I have one. I know once I quit Left 4 Dead early because everyone else quit. And I think the only other time I got one is when I was like destroying this guy in Mortal Kombat. I think he voted me down. And I think when I was playing Snoopy Flying Ace, someone said I was overly aggressive. But that's the point of the game. You gotta shoot people. Oh well. I don't care.
Snoopy Flying Ace.
No, that game's good. Don't hate on Snoopy Flying Ace. Yeah. I don't care about your Xbox headset because I'm not going to use it anyway. Your Xbone headset.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to use it with a PS4. I think I'm just going to call my friends with Skype on the computer anyway.
That's what we do nowadays anyway.
Yes. Totally doing this episode out of order because I read the show order wrong.
Oh. I'm trying to like keep up and take notes and read a description as we're talking.
Okay. Spartacus Legends came out today to download. It is.
How does this game cost you?
It is free, but it's just like Crash Course 2. You have to be online to play it, even if you're just playing by yourself, alone.
It was like Happy Wars too.
So you know what that means. It means stuff didn't work. And you load up the game, it says press start, you press start, it goes trying to connect to remote servers, unable to connect, you cannot play.
So the game's broken and it's not even out a day.
So it took me 6 hours before I even got into the game, and I've played one fight, and then I had to record the show. And because of that, my Xbox is on right now because I'm in the game, and I'm not going to leave the game because...
just record while we're trying to do the show.
Xbox is just sitting on right now. There's a green light in my face. It's on because I'm in the game, and I'm not going to leave the game, so I had to log back in. It's a fighting game, and you have to manage your roster of gladiators, and I haven't gotten far enough to really review anything. It's a fighting game. 3D style, so you can move sideways and up and down and stuff.
Oh boy.
But that's the problem. You see, this is the reason why we can't have an always-on game system, because the last handful of games that have been always on, singular games that are always on, have all been miserable failures for a day, at least. How long did it take before people could play SimCity?
Oh yeah. Does that game even still work? Did anyone even play that game?
I don't know, I saw a couple people playing it.
Oh.
Like a week after it came out.
That game was like busted for a month.
How long until anyone could play Crash Course 2?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. Didn't we always have we didn't have gold accounts, so we couldn't play it anyway?
No.
Because every time we tried to go in, it said you need a gold membership, or it's only available to gold.
Yeah, I from what I've heard, this Spartacus game you can play without gold. But I think maybe someone was mixed up because there's two different kinds of currency in the game, and one is silver and one is gold. So maybe people mixed those up. I don't know.
Well, they don't call it a silver membership anymore.
It's just a free membership. I don't know. I don't know. I actually have gold right now, so I'm not sure. But that's that. It's gladiatorial fighting, so you got a sword and you got a shield, and you stab people until they die. And then you win money. Yay!
IRL money or
Video game money.
That sounds no fun. Oh, remember friggin' 1 versus 100, how awesome that concept was, and then they stopped it?
Yeah, they just stopped it. They were going to do, they had, the event every night idea they had. And that, 1 versus 100 was going to run 2 days a week, and there's going to be other things.
That's what these free-to-play games should be. Give away money.
Give away, arcade games and stuff?
Give away all your...
Give me your money.
Remember, I made it to the mob one time, and that was pretty hype.
I made it to the mob one time, and the game ended early because the guy got, the second question wrong. And so, there was,
There's nothing to divide up.
Yeah, there was 70 people left.
Win 8 Microsoft points.
I actually randomly got 100 points this morning when I logged on. I had 100 more points in my account. Must have been...
Did you buy anything, or are you just playing on live, or...
It must have been, when they dump out stuff for the... for that rewards program.
I don't think I got anything in a while from them. Because I got an email, and it's you have 0 points added to your account. And I'm like, thanks.
Awesome.
Bullshit.
So yeah, right now I have 140, which is enough to buy a gamer pick or something. I'm not gonna buy a gamer pick.
Nobody buys gamer picks.
So yeah, it's good. It's free, but good luck getting in. Since we're going backwards again, like last week, we're gonna go to. We don't have any TV, so I guess we are just going to other stuff. Mike, you want to talk about the Phillies game you went to this last weekend?
Not really.
Why did they lose 8-0 or something?
They might have lost 8-0. I don't know. Even though I got a friendly reminder for the Phillies saying, "Thanks for attending the game. Here's how it went."
Where the New York Metropolitans thumped us 8-0.
The New York Mets with a MEHTH.
The Mets.
The Mets. But yeah, I took my dad because he's a Mets fan, and that was his Father's Day gift. And yeah, you could say I had the baseball rage after that one because Phillies suck.
So the Philadelphians lost to the New York Metropolitans.
The New Yorkians. Is that the proper New York? the
New Yorkers.
New Yorkers.
But I love it. Their name is Mets, which is short for Metropolitans, which just means you live in the city.
Even though they're all Latino.
Even though that most baseball teams have terrible names. I mean, even the Yankees, which is my favorite team my whole life, it's literally, you're the New York people who live up north.
Are they trying to get rid of all the Indian names in baseball too?
I don't know. Everywhere I hear about stuff it's always just high schools and colleges that they get rid of it. They got rid of my high school was the Redmen, and they changed that the year I graduated. After I graduated, they became the Red Hawks.
Yeah,
they just ripped off the Miami of Ohio logo.
What other team? I know Florida State. They don't call them the Seminoles.
Just call them the Knowles.
No. During the broadcast, they just say Florida State.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Most of us were proud to be Redmen. We actually have Indian groups that live near where we live, and they're actually good people and stuff. So we were actually kind of proud to be the Redmen, but it doesn't mean some jackass isn't mad that you're called the Redmen.
See, I thought that's why they changed Syracuse, but that was like Nike, wasn't it?
It was a Nike rebranding. They gave us a new logo that was almost the same as their old logo.
Letter S.
And they're like, also, you're just the orange now.
The orange.
And I said, you can refer to the players as Orange Space Men and Orange Space...
Orange Space.
Orange Space Men? No, Orange...
Orange Space Men.
Orange Space Women from Jupiter. But yeah. But you know what was really funny about that is like for 5 years after the name change, you were still finding clothes and hats in stores that had MEN after the name. It's odd. But yeah, we still have Cleveland Indians and Cincinnati Reds, and well, those are actually supposed to be about the socks they wore, but there already is a Red Sox. They're originally the Red Stockings or whatever.
Black Sox.
But and they're still they're still the Redskins and all kinds of stuff.
I guess during this game, I wasn't paying attention much to stats because I wasn't keeping score. Like when I go to games, I usually keep score on my little scorecard thingy. David Wright was a single away from the cycle, but he did hit 2 doubles, which is better than a cycle. I don't know.
You imagine if he would have just stopped at first base and instead of going to second. Ay.
I'm going to Pablo Sandoval this triple.
Oh, I told you about it, but I heard that David Wright is behind on the All-Star.
No, he jumped ahead.
Because Sandoval's hurt now?
Yeah, and plus Wright's better.
Apparently, David Wright was so far behind on All-Star voting that the Mets got desperate and had a Cougar website or something. Name David Wright, the baseball Cub of the year or whatever, because Cubs is like their name for the young guys they go after, which is funny because he's a Met and there's a team called the Cubs. So they were trying
of his Starlin Castro.
They were trying to get Cougars and MILFs to vote for David Wright because he's hot to get him into the All-Star game, but Sandoval, who was ahead of him, is hurt, and apparently this ploy worked because he actually has more votes now.
It's all this San Francisco. They got such a big fan base over there. They got everyone to vote for all the players. Like friggin' Buster Posey's ahead for the catchers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know any other NL catchers that do good. Besides Yadier. I voted for him. Yadier Molina. But, yeah, I think we had good seats at the game. I couldn't see deep center and deep right because the deck was, overhanging. So, apparently, Ben Revere dropped the ball during a transfer, but they ruled it a no-catch. And Charlie Manuel came out to fight the umpire, which he should have done because it would have been hilarious. And I'm up there shouting, "Fight him!"
The only Major League Baseball game I went to was a playoff game from 2004. It was Yankees and Twins, and
that wasn't World Series.
It was first round. I saw the Yankees beat the Twins. I was one of the Yankees fans there. I went with two Twins fans. We were in left field, but it's in the Metrodome, so all the left field seats are 100 feet in the air, and I couldn't see left field at all, even though I was right there at left field.
This is in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Do they still play there?
No, they have an outdoor stadium now for the Twins, which makes a whole lot of sense, seeing as it's still snowing in April and starts snowing in September. So.
Oh, yeah. Because I remember earlier this year, the Mets were supposed to play there, but it got snowed out.
Yeah. I was like, that is the worst idea ever. Didn't put a roof over the place.
Any other baseball stuff while we're talking about the baseball?
The All-Star game's in a week or two.
The 15th, maybe?
I don't know. I know it happens in early July.
The only good All-Star game in any sport. But yeah, anyway, the Phillies are 1-4 when I'm in attendance. I went twice in the late 90s, back when they were still playing at Veterans Stadium. Mm-hmm. Then I went in 2004. They lost, and then 2 years ago. I went with his brother and his ex, and they beat the Rockies.
Oh, great.
Oh, great, the Rockies.
That will get you to the World Series.
And they did. No, wait. This was when they got eliminated in the first round, I think, because they had the 4 aces.
And they won the next year or whatever.
And then last year they ended the season at 500.
Because there was the year Jimmy Rollins was like, "We're the best team in the NL East," and he didn't even make the playoffs. The next year, you guys won the World Series. The year after that, the Yankees beat the Phillies.
And then 2010. 2010, they lost to the Giants in the NL Championship round.
NLCS. Yeah. We're talking far too much sports, even though we're both sports guys, and you can be nerdy about sports.
Yeah, we got nothing
jerks.
to talk about. Get off us. Oh, I was gonna say something, but we're kind of family friendly.
We're kind of, yeah. I think we go with, if you can say it on television, we're okay.
Well, they say the F-bomb on HBO.
Well, that's HBO. That's not television, it's HBO.
But what about Cinemax?
Moving on to movies, finally. Which one do you want to do first?
Let's just do Disney, and then we'll end with Carrie.
Alright, well, see, Disney has announced release dates for 3 future Marvel movies. They have May 6th, 2016, which is a usual first movie of the year for them.
That's probably good. Oh, yeah, to continue.
We got July 8th, 2016, which is only a couple months after that other one. So that's pretty close. And then we got May 5th, 2017. Now, I'm guessing May 5th, 2017, Avengers 3.
Yes, absolutely. Well, they pretty much confirmed it when they signed Robert Downey Jr. back for the 2 movies.
Yes, they signed Robert Downey Jr. Did we talk about that last week?
We recorded, and then that news broke. And
oh, yes. They broke by then, then before I woke up the next day. So, yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is in for 2 and 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. What do you think about What do you think about May 6th and June 8th of 2016?
May 6th is most likely going to be Doctor Strange, because they already announced Doctor Strange will be after...
Will be part of Series 3 or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that's going to be after Ant-Man.
And well, Ant-Man is later in 2015 after Avengers 2, isn't it?
Ant-Man is November 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So, this would be...
I wonder how magic-y it's going to be.
Well, I hope it's going to be pretty magic-y.
Be super magic.
It's going to be like super magic, bro. But yeah, we've already known that the Marvel Universe is pretty crazy, so anything can happen now. Not like
that's the thing, is like DC is trying to ground their people almost too much into reality.
Even though Superman's a freaking alien from another planet, it got mutated by the sun to get superpowers.
We gotta ground him in reality.
You know, I was going to read Heyman's review on this show, but I don't want to give him any more attention. At least he acknowledged that the movie was decent.
Yeah.
Super awesome. But he complained that there was no globe on top of the Daily Planet.
There wasn't a globe on top of the
There wasn't a globe on top of the building for the Daily Planet. And I'm like, do I want to read this after he makes that statement?
I don't know. It kind of sounds kind of dumb.
And all the things to complain about in this movie, you're complaining that there's no globe on top of the Daily Planet.
It would be one of the things I would probably mention.
But, yeah, he has kind of a point in his review, but we're not going to read it because I don't care.
So what about July 8th?
July 8th? I don't know.
Is it going to be like Cap 3 or Thor 3?
Yeah, they got to have a sequel for one of those guys in here somewhere.
Whichever one does better.
I'm sure Thor 3 might happen.
Or who do you think they can spin off of Avengers 2?
I don't think Black Widow or Hawkeye need another movie.
Unless it was the 2 of them in a movie.
Black Widow's gonna Black Widow's going to be featured in Captain America 2.
I think they're like all of those people are going to be featured.
Okay, I can do without, even though he's awesome.
Who do you think?
I'm either thinking Heroes for Hire or unless they do another Hulk movie, which I doubt.
I don't know. They made the best Hulk movie with Avengers.
Yeah.
I think we're okay with Hulk just showing up in the Avengers.
Yeah. Or at the end of Iron Man 3. Spoilers!
Yeah. Yep, the Hulk was totally in that.
They're like, oh look, we're totally in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Look, we have characters from other movies in our movies.
Heroes for Hire it could be.
It'll be Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
They're supposed to be The Rock as Luke Cage.
No, I'd rather have Michael Jai White.
See, The Rock isn't black enough.
He's like Samoan, so that's not really...
He's half black. He's half black, half Samoan.
He's like half-anese.
He's half Tino, even though he's not Latino.
He's half Moan, then. He's Samoan and white. Wait, is his mom white?
His mom's black.
Oh, black. Oh.
No,
So
his dad's black, his mom is Samoan.
He's like
Shut
black.
up!
He's like Black Owen. Samak. He's Samak.
He's Samak. His father is black and his mother is Samoan. I would probably say it's Heroes for Hire. This should be interesting.
Hey, Miss Marvel, can I?
You think you're gonna get Miss Marvel in Avengers 2?
I don't know if they're going to introduce any more in Avengers 2 besides Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Well, I don't know if they're going to introduce the Falcon in Cap 2. I don't know. They're going to have to introduce a few more people because it has to be a larger scale than the last movie.
I don't think... as much as that would be awesome, you kind of have to think realistically of how much it'll cost. You know? I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. is already friggin' a whole bunch of money to get back. And they gotta pay for all their fancy special effects. But they know it's gonna make money, so... I don't know. I think it's gonna get too big for their own good. I'm not real hyped up about Avengers 2 yet. I'm more anticipating Ant-Man, because Wasp will most likely be in it. Or at least Janet.
Or not in it at all.
Well, she's got to be in it. They got to have a love interest in there.
It's Black Widow.
We got to have ScarJo back because she brings in the money.
It was that blonde chick that was in Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Because they use her in all of his movies.
She's one of Edgar Wright's collaborators.
Yeah.
So that's why she's always in his movies.
She's in Hot Fuzz, but she's like a CSI person, so she's covered from head to toe in her scene, so you don't even really know it's her.
So you only know if you're like smart like that.
Yeah, you only know it if you like watch if you listen to the commentary.
Oh, hey, it's that one girl.
It's pretty funny.
And it better be Olivia Wilde as Wasp. Why we're writing angry letters to Marvel.
Last I saw Olivia Wilde, she was blonde, and I was like, "That's not Olivia Wilde."
Wait.
And then the screen said, "This is Olivia Wilde," and I was like,
"You gotta tell me this." Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, there was some makeup or hair commercial or whatever.
Whoa, that is a pretty looking lady.
And and the screen on it said Olivia Wilde on the screen. And I was like, "What? No."
Well, she's kind of looks alright.
She's brunette.
I don't hate it. But it might grow on me. If you know what I mean.
You are disgusting, sir.
I'm worse. Are we done with the Marvel?
I guess we're
Wasp.
we're already sure of two of them and down to a couple things for the other one.
Oh, I gotta do the math. So then Doctor Strange will be the second one. This one in July will be the third, and then the next one will be... So there'll only be 2 movies between Avengers 3?
Well, there'll be Ant-Man in there.
Unless Avengers 3 is 2018.
I don't know.
That'll make more sense. 3 years between Avengers movies.
Yeah, but are they going to want to put out a third everything and maybe even a fourth Iron Man if they can make them do it?
I don't think. Wait, I don't remember Thor: Captain America did that well in the box office though.
I don't know, but you got to keep momentum going.
I don't think it was killer.
I don't know. I liked them.
But they were, I guess, critically acclaimed. So I don't think people like. I don't know. I don't know why people didn't like Captain America that much.
I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it because it came out on my birthday.
Congratulations.
Yes. Anyway, we're done talking about Marvel, probably. Unless I think of something else.
Just recently, Jim Carrey has come out as against this new movie that's coming out soon.
Yeah, which is a dumb move on his part.
Kick-Ass 2. Which I enjoyed the first Kick-Ass, but I like the story of the first Kick-Ass. I've heard that after that first story, the comic book went to crap. And I've heard it from people I actually trust and agree with most of the time. So I'm not really interested in seeing a movie based on the second section of Kick-Ass.
Is it based on the second movie,
though? The name change and stuff that's happened is from that.
Oh.
So, Red Mist is now an expletive, is his name now. And,
I knew that. Yeah, had the movie.
That was from the comic book after that first story went together. And Chloe Moritz is awesome. And not 18 yet, so I won't say anything after that.
Go to jail. He's on the podcast record. Yeah, at least Ellen Page is legal. I'll go look at her now.
But yeah, I'm not really hyped for that movie, but now he's all like, Jim Carrey's all...
Oh, because he was fine about it when they were filming it, but then Sandy Hook happened, and he's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, no, I don't like this now.
It's too violent.
And they're like, they can probably cut him from the movie now.
I don't know how essential he is. I didn't even know it was him, and the first times I saw pictures and stuff.
I haven't seen a trailer for this movie yet. I only saw, like, the pictures after... I only, like, saw his picture of him in the movie after this whole situation.
And if you weren't told it was Jim Carrey, you wouldn't have recognized him as Jim Carrey.
I probably would have known it, but...
I would have been like, wait a minute, that's Jim Carrey.
But they're saying that he might face legal problems now because he broke NDA.
For saying a violent movie was violent?
He's saying negative things about the movie that it might hurt the box office now. So they might seek damage or whatever that's called.
Damages?
Yeah,
punitive damages, or whatever.
Some sort of thing about it. But I'm not. I'll probably just wait till it's out on DVD or HBO or whatever. That's because I didn't see Kick-Ass when it was in theaters. I saw it when it came out on DVD, and it was all right. I didn't know it was that freaking bloody.
Yeah.
I guess people like Nick Cage in that one too.
He was brilliant, and he made like the oddest choice to play his character as Adam West Batman. He talked like him, chum. Ass kick. He did the entire movie as Adam West Batman, and it worked, and it was awesome, and it was Nick Cage puts out one great movie performance every 2-3 years.
Every 2 years.
Every 2 or 3 years, he puts out one awesome performance.
Okay, Raising Arizona. What else? That's all I can think of.
So yeah,
I couldn't even tell you another good movie. Going in 60 Seconds is all right.
How about The Rock? Which is odd, because there's a Nick Cage movie, and it's
Sean Connery.
Well, Sean Connery, I like him just about everything I've seen him in. But, what's his name? Michael, blows everything up.
Michael Rooker, Michael Bain, Michael Ironside.
The director.
Oh, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. He did that movie. The Rock. It's Nick Cage and it's Michael Bay, and I like the movie.
Haters gonna hate.
Slater's gonna slate.
Slater's gonna slate. Speaking of wrestling, go listen to Club Kayfabe.
Yes.
We don't have a pre-written thing.
Club.
Pre-written bumper.
No, we're supposed to record one for them too, but that ain't happening.
Record your own bumper.
I got your bumper right here.
I got your bumper right here. You know what I mean?
But yes, listen to the Club Kayfabe podcast. We were officially affiliated, which I probably could have said day one because I'm on both shows, and screw Pat and Chris if he didn't want me to.
Come at me, bro.
to do it.
Hey,
yeah, you heard me.
Hey, Pat, do you even lift, bro?
Oh. I know they listen to this show.
Yeah, they're the only two people listening.
There are 2.5 listeners because I listen to the show too. But hey, we didn't have anything off the top of our heads to talk about, but we gathered things and we still hit 45 minutes.
Still our normal mark.
Congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause. You have anything you want to say to finish the show?
Come at me, bro, Pat.
Bro, Pat.
Bro, Pat.
All right, that's it for this week, everybody. Goodbye.